What's good, y'all? It's your girl Dosecity. I'm back with another video. If y'all want to get high, come roll with me. Now we here to talk about Poetic Jala. Okay, this is a YouTuber by the name of Poetic Flako who have been covering a lot of hip hop politics, a lot of LA politics. You feel me? You know, and he also is very, very pro snitch. Right? He snitches on anybody that he's in beef with. And that's just how Poetic Jala works, right? Now, listen, things are getting a little bit heated right now on the No Jumper seat. So we're going to react to a few people talk about the fact that he's covering LA drama, like LA gang violence, LA, anything LA that you want shit to be on the low, he's going to be covering that. Now, people are actually comparing it to academics' war in Chirac situation, and this is why it's getting a little bit more steam, because they're like, oh.
But okay, my thing about Flako's recent output is I saw the Big Baby video, thought it was interesting that he was kind of stepping it up in that regard, but he's also like, he's kind of made like a conscious decision that he wants to recreate the war in Chirac, but for Los Angeles, and that the recent Hoovers versus everybody war is kind of going to be the content that he makes this content out of.
And I don't agree.
Which, yeah, I feel like there's been multiple times where Flako throughout his time out here has kind of said like, no, I'm not going to make content about LA. Like, I think that was the warning that like Big U even gave him at one point, or it might have been AD or something.
So Big U in jail and that's cool?
No, before that though. Like, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like
he got some calls.
Bingo. Flako gets this advice from people, takes the advice for a while, and then he kind of forgets about it. Because ultimately, I believe that Flako has kind of programmed his brain to just be thinking about YouTube revenue at all times. And that's why when he says something like, oh, I was on a date with a girl and I had to leave the date so I could make a video about Forrester blowing his hand off, I'm like, for anybody else, I would think like, damn, you weird or you're crazy. But with Flako, I get it, because that's what has made him successful. And that's almost like the advice that I give people when they ask me like how to become successful with content creation. I'm like, you got to make this everything to you. You can't act like this is number 2 or number 3. You got to go all in on it. And that's what Flako has done. That being said, myself personally, when I watch videos about the 80 bands situation or all these different Hoover incidents and all these different things going on, I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna stay away from being on the cusp of talking about late breaking news when it comes to that. We can talk about some once it's all happened and everything, but I'm not really trying to be the one pushing the narratives. And that Flako is like, there's a dude from Hoover named Treyway 7, and he's calling him the Prime Minister.
Yeah,
that's
very Warren Chirac-ish.
That's the most academic I ever heard. That's what,
hey,
I'm mixing it.
I mean, come on, that's like the titles like people get themselves, will call themselves the general or the landlord, or you know, I'm this or the set. So he like just basically elected him like basically a high-ranking, you know what I'm saying, official.
But he's kind of pulling it out of nowhere, right? Because I don't know about this dude, but he's a young dude. I'm assuming he's not like a big general or a leader or whatever. But Flako is like, Flako finds him hella entertaining, so he's like nominating him to be the star of what he's doing. But that's academics, the Chirac Wolverine, the Chirac Spider-Man. I forget what all this was, but he kind of, and he did do a good job. And in a lot of ways, the reason why Chicago's lore is so crazy is in large part because people like him did such a good job making content about it that maybe would pay attention to it. The thing is, you live hop, skip, and a jump away from South Central, so realistically, I probably wouldn't want to be stoking the flame.
So I ain't gonna lie.
You're willing to be across from these people that don't feel that the content you're putting out. Like, what's his boy, the missing, what you say his name?
Who? The Prime Minister? Treyway 7?
No, oh boy, that was across from academics.
Oh,
I think you were big.
Oh, no, Vic Mensa.
Vic Mensa. He told me how he felt, bro, because you reporting on shit and people don't know how to report without trying to it's your angle on how you deliver things and then how people perceive it. Now, off subject, here to get the message, I DM Adam a long time ago. He did something on Draco, but he made my homie like whatever. Yeah, Draco. Yeah, and yeah, he's still here. But and I wasn't feeling it, and I hit Adam with a message like, boom, which you never saw until recently. We was about to do an interview. But it's how you deliver shit. You can't be disrespect people, folks, bro, because they got dead family members too. People lost people in these wars. Now, Flako's not the person to do this type of content because you really don't care about these people. You don't care. It is different from some ABC, KCAL News type shit, because it's their job just to report and they give it something to report. Bro, you picking this shit out and you doing content on it and you don't give a fuck about it.
Do you guys find it interesting that he started covering all this like super intense LA current gang wars after he's out of town?
No, bro, but he's coming back though, bro.
Yeah,
listen,
bro,
Flako's not the person to do this shit, bro, because you don't come from a genuine place. You never gave nothing to nothing out here. Like, bro, you ain't gotta be in attendance. Give something to one of these poverty-stricken areas that you're talking about. Oh, the mothers, you ain't did shit. You from Liberia, what's that shit called?
North Dakota.
Liberia.
Liberia.
Whatever the On Inglewood, like, bro, man, stop playing, bro. You go play with somebody, they gonna have a bad day, and they gonna come on over here with a half a tank of gas and you up.
But isn't Flako like only slightly more offensive than like the average? Like, because it's not like he's got a monopoly on making this kind of content at this point. No. When Academics was doing War in Chirac, I didn't know of anybody else doing that kind of content, so it really stood out. What Flako is doing, and I will say he's doing a better job than almost everybody in LA, but it's not that different than what Ant is doing or what you're doing or what a lot of people are doing.
Nah, I don't do that shit.
Like it might feel different, but it's similar in terms of
yeah, it's like that's Flako's form of journalism, and I'm happy that Adam made that point. That Flako is doing a certain sort of journalism where he is invoking a certain emotion out of you because of he's trying to be, you know, the next Academics. The difference between him and Academics is Academics was nowhere near Chicago when he was speaking about the war in Chirac and giving all these guys different names and stuff like that, right?
In a recorded jail call, Brick Baby will go off on Whack 100 in response to Whack 100 calling him a snitch. Now, in his response, Brick Baby will make his own accusations against Whack 100. Now, conveniently or ironically, around the same time the call came out, Whack 100 actually confronted the person who's been spreading, I guess, the misinformation or who gave Brick Baby the information about Whack 100 on a Clubhouse. And we're gonna cover everything. So first off, let's just cover why Brick Baby is currently doing a recorded jail call going off on Whack. It's because last week, Whack 100 alluded to the fact that he believes that Brick Baby has been cooperating with the feds for a very long time.
So when I tell you working, when a Brick was working, Brick, you was out 19, 20 months, no court date, but some serious crimes. But listen, watch this. Traveling with Adam to New York and Atlanta. Can't no travel once the feds snatch you, boy. Unless you working. Brick Baby is never in Big U Rico.
If you see my last video, I did say, for me to believe that Brick Baby told, I would have to see the black and white paperwork, man. I just got so much love for Brick Baby that I can't even imagine Brick would do such a thing. I would just need the black and white. Like, show me Brick Baby, like, show me, you know, like the black and white, right? So Brick Baby responds back to Whack. And Brick Baby's response is essentially to accuse Whack of the same thing. So Brick Baby takes to his channel, and in like his response, he brings up something that's not really new. Like what he brings up has been discussed at length for a while now. I think Whack 100 is currently involved in a civil lawsuit because of this, because Worldstar published a video on their main channel accusing Whack 100 of being a snitch from a case that Whack essentially has nothing to do with. So Brick Baby is bringing those rumors back up and asking Whack 100 to address it.
Hey, what's the big old deal? What's the big old deal? Don't see late, man. It's the Brick. I know y'all ain't heard from me in a minute. I've been sitting back, kicking it, man. But you know, Mr. Face Down, Ass Up, and mentioning my name so much that I got it. I don't even have to defend myself, so I'm not even gonna get over here acting like I better defend myself. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You get no points for not telling. That's what a real nigga's supposed to do. So I'm not gonna shower myself with flowers, none. You know what I mean? You people that feel like you need to be showered with flowers because you didn't tell. That mean that it was a thought in the back of your head that you could get off on somebody. But this is all I want to know, Mr. Cash Jones, Whack 100, right? Whatever happened to the case that was filed on you for conspiracy to commit murder? That's all I want to know. You know what I mean? We just want you to go get the paperwork to all the cases that you've had filed against you. We don't care about the gun case in Oklahoma. That could have, well, you got caught with 20 guns and all that shit. I got caught with less than that. You know what I mean? We already see the outcome of that. So I just want to know, from a man to a man, when they kicked your door in over you being the gossip little troll you are, talking to Stutterbox and talking to Dale Dog, you dropping the low on Stutterbox saying that he live across.
This call is from a federal prison.
Dale Dog, rest in peace. You know what I mean? Shout out to Double D's, man. You know what I'm saying? About Street Mafia. You and Stutterbox. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get Stutterbox on the phone on my next video. We gonna go over it lick by lick, right? But explain to me what happened.
You know what I mean? But now his actual place of origin is No Jumper, and right now they're all building this narrative that Poetic Flako might get smoked if he continues covering LA drama, LA media, LA gang violence. Now it's kind of crazy because No Jumper is what people think that Poetic Flako is. No Jumper does that. Adam 22, who is the leader of that, he covers LA gangsterism, right? He has a bunch of podcasts, a bunch of different gang members come on his podcast, and they discuss either what's going on outside in hip-hop, or they're talking about their inner city beef. their inner city drama, right? So it's kind of like a lot of people are looking at it like, what do you mean? Like, you know, like he can't cover this. Like, bro, like look at what's going on, you know. And I just think that we hold different rules. We hold different rules when it comes down to black. Like black people hold a different rule when it comes down to another black person. They will let a white person do whatever. They will let a Caucasian do whatever. You feel me? But if it comes down to another brother, oh hell no, you better not be talking about it. But they will sit there and they will grow another white man's pockets in the same sense. Now, I don't really...
Same shit is going on where is feeding a sensitive information to media outlets, and I'll give it to him. He covers it in a way better light. He's very remorseful about the killings. He's always saying, hey, this shit gotta stop. He's not parroting it, making it satirical, whatever. But it's the same going on in each section, and this is what I want to know as a LA from LA, right? Y'all want to get on the bloggers, but why y'all post all this shit on Instagram? Why, when the case gets cracked, we can see everything that y'all was doing on Instagram, beating up prostitutes, beating up your enemies, going through their hood, doing this, that, and the third. If it's on Instagram, it's public information, bro. You aren't hiding from shit. Ain't nobody playing detective around here. You are giving them the information to put in their videos and expose the sensitive things that you guys are doing.
I think this is wrong, Ricky.
And that's why, and that's what I actually agree with, right? Like, there is an aspect of, yo, this stuff is not hard to find. If he doesn't do it, somebody else will. Why are you so mad at this person doing that? Why are you so mad? Be mad at yourself for putting your business out there when it comes down to it. Like, I just seen a murder happen in Chicago, and the person who allegedly, and I gotta use allegedly, but the person already put themselves out there to be like that. The person literally went on live to say, yo, I did it. The same way with the Fulio murder, one of the guys that got taken down, he came online and said, if anybody could actually pinpoint what you did and how you did and the hand gestures, what you said, and say, yo, they just said, yo, I did the murder, you're doing too much. If you just do some shit like that, why are you even online? Going on live, happy as hell on live. I'm not gonna feel bad for these demonic ass creatures. Like, you put it online, you mad at somebody covering it. It's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yourself in the perspective of somebody who in the streets, it's not necessarily like we upset that it's just more like, yo, the fact that y'all posting on this content, y'all got millions of followers, millions of subscribers, y'all bring us so much more light to this situation than what
for sure.
I got as a, let's say, like an average street dude, right? I maybe got 2,000 followers on Instagram.
Less.
So hold on, look, but let me just land this. Like,
right,
so in a sense, like, it's almost like I look at y'all just like I would look at the police, or just like I would look at a Karen. Just how we look at Karens for hating on us for just having fun, in our sense, where it's like more of a, let's say, a square sense, it's the same exact thing. So they're not wrong when they saying, yo, you too loud, and we just like, yo, we just trying to party, right? Just like they not wrong when they say, like, damn, bro, you bringing much more light to these situations than what my little Instagram post could have ever done.
But you're not understanding. Posting the Instagram post in general, it's not okay. You're putting even that little light, you're snitching on yourself. What are you talking about? Half of these hood niggas got like 50. When they go live, they got about like 25 people in that bitch watching them. And for some reason, how does it, but you never know, out of that 25, is somebody in that bitch? I go and I look at this, you know how much videos I've seen that's rolling around on Twitter? I see it's like 15 people in the live, and for some reason, we're seeing the live now posted on Twitter with about 500,000 impressions. Like, we gotta be, like, realistically, he's trying to make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. You're snitching on yourself. What are you talking about? Oh, you're just paying attention. Oh, they got all these followers. You're like, we call it in Jamaica, like, bad mind. Like, you're bad minding what you see going on with the nigga with the followers. You only caring about the followers. No, nigga. Think about you just doing a drill or a party. You're having a whole party, and you just invited the cops to the party just by posting the location, nigga. That's basically what's happening. Like, and y'all mad that it's past, that shit is past gone now, bro.
They're not wrong.
Though. Peep this though. What's more dangerous to you? Millions of people looking at the content that you're posting online, or the police looking at the content that you're posting online? Westside is following the homies. They got accounts. They're following these gang members. Their accounts are public. Gang members are following their ops. Is messaging each other in the DMs. Haha, when I see you, you know what the fuck gonna happen. The police, we know
going
the police.
live together. They go live together.
We know the police. Westside is following the homies right now. Know they being followed by the police. So why the fuck is you posting this shit online? This isn't a new game. So one cop seeing your shit that knows your face, has arrested you, etc., etc. Is that more dangerous? Them seeing it, or Flako making a YouTube video to millions of people that are entertainment?
To be completely honest, I think when you get a media outlet, right, that Flako is, which is a media outlet, whenever somebody puts a spotlight on a city, yo, bro, I just was watching some shit where they was like, yo, the cops a lot of times, oh, matter of fact, it was with a situation where
he's not saying nothing that matters, bro. Like, realistically, I'm gonna be real.
Up here, the cops knew about a situation with somebody and literally just said, like, didn't even care because they maybe wanted something else. Maybe they didn't think it was big enough, right? Yeah. But the moment that a media outlet says, look at what's going on in LA, all these people start to focus their attention on what's going on in LA.
But that's secondary to what we're talking about. That's secondary to what we're talking about.
People start to say that needs to be stopped. And then once they start getting that type of pressure, then those arrests is gonna be.
Yeah, but that shit got nothing to do. What the cops doing have nothing to do with you guys putting the spotlight on what you're doing. You're self-snitching. Like, the cops, yes, there are shitty cops. There are shitty cops in the inner city, and not even just shitty cops. Like, they're noticing, yo, all y'all doing, y'all keep killing each other. Y'all not doing, okay, we're just there to get the big fish. There are situations like that. Niggas don't want, like, just because y'all okay with drilling. Like, I looked at how, like, a few years ago, how New York drill, all them kids that was coming up rapping New York drill, majority of them got killed. You feel me? Like, or in jail. Dead or in jail. Like, niggas wasn't really making this shit out of the New York jail. You know what I mean? So, I just want to say, like,
so in a sense, I feel like, I still kind of feel the same way, where it's probably more dangerous for, not Adam specifically, but for these type of huge platforms, Flako, whatever the case may be.
It's not Adam specifically, but it's for these huge platforms. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be picking and choosing. You rather the white man do it, but you don't want Flako to do
academics to put these spotlights on these.
Not from, and then he uses academics' name too. Both of these niggas is not
people,
from where
because
you from.
Takes people who really gonna make the needle move, and it puts them focused on that, and then shit.
But you're mad. Okay, so what? Stop giving niggas. If they wouldn't be able to make these videos without you giving the little information that you're giving. That's my point. Niggas would not be able to make these videos and put Trap Lil Roy's, all that, put little shit together if you're not giving those little. They can, like, think about it. They can, like, emphasize how they feel specifically on each topic. But we're talking about you're giving information. We can literally justify what we think needs to be justified. Everybody is like, it's like art when it comes down to, like, reporting at one point. You know what I mean? It's like art. So it's like we can literally make up our minds on what we think certain things are for. But guess what? They're not in the street to know exactly if Ray Ray really was the one that shot Day Day, and Day Day was the one who was smashing Ray Ray's girlfriend. They don't really know the truth about that. No. But they're gonna make a story, and what it is, niggas, it's so many different accounts that do the same shit now that you gotta be different. And that's what Flako's doing. He's being different, bro. He's being different. No matter what you think about Poetic Jala, he's being very different, bro. And this right here, this him talking about it in this way, it just shows, like, he just said, yo, I'm okay with Adam doing it, but I'm not okay with Flako and academics doing it. Why? And I paraphrase that, but it's like, why aren't you okay with them doing it, but you're okay with Adam 22 doing it? Because you're sitting on the couch right now. You want to say you guys, and you have a mic in front of your mouth right now.
To happen, then the rest start to get
but
to start to get made.
Know if these wasn't taking? taking out their phone to record every single crime that they commit.
That is
That's
true.
That's
but
it's not to take.
but like
I don't think it's to take away from that. That's what I'm saying.
But that's the point, nigga. We're saying that's the like. There's like shit like, all right, when you're making a sandwich, right? Like there's like the lettuce and the tomatoes and shit. But what really matters? The meat. Pause. The meat, the cheese, the bread. You, the nigga giving us lettuce shit and tomatoes. Okay, cool, nigga. We want that sometimes in the sandwich, but what really matters? These niggas is recording themselves committing this crime. They're posting these crimes. Why are we able to get the information that we're getting? We can just go on niggas in Instagram and see them. You think the cops not doing that? We live in a different fucking world now, bro. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, that's what's happening. And I think Poetic Flako is doing a good job at what he's doing. I'm gonna be real. Y'all niggas stop posting shit if y'all mad for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be mad. That's how I look at it. I don't care what y'all talking about. The whole point is niggas is not gonna just have a story without you posting some shit. For real. It's that serious, you know? It's that simple. Simple.